Everyone, and welcome to the stream. My name is Eric Berry, also known as Trekkie B47 for Ranger Command Power Hour, and I just need to test if everything sounds right, if everyone can hear me, and sure enough, they can. So it looks like we're live. Unfortunately, running a bit behind schedule, so I appreciate everyone's patience. Thanks to Jacob P, Cubbies Fan 13 in the chat, as well as Jeffrey Payne. If you're in the chat, definitely sound off. Would love to hear from you. But we're going to get started in a bit. I have this huge box that Hasbro sent us, which is amazing. And I've set up the overhead cam for the complete unboxing of this box that Hasbro sent us. This is free product. We'll be using some of the items in the box for giveaways on the on Twitter, and we also have extra giveaway where if you are in the stream, and Zach can help moderate. Zach, sorry I wasn't able to get you in here. The OBS completely changed for me. It didn't update because I haven't streamed in a while. Obviously, really busy because I have a kid. So I'm actually gonna turn off Zoom since I don't need that right now. But I hope everyone is good. As the title suggests, we also have some news regarding a podcast update. It's nothing like totally huge. Just some updates about where episodes are at and stuff like that. So we'll probably wait a couple more minutes to get some more people in here. Let it circulate online. But really appreciate everyone tuning out kind of at the last minute. Really appreciate everyone. So we're going to get to things pretty soon. And then yeah, we'll get things going, and I'll probably be able to share a couple things on stream as well, because we've got some stuff happening, some news that dropped today actually, which is pretty great stuff. So I'll definitely be sharing that at some point. So yeah, we also have Logan Lambert in the chat. Hello to you. Thanks for joining for this unboxing. So I do have the unboxing station over here, which is my second desk. Actually, a lot of changes too. We got Josh Perry. Just a lot of changes coming up for the end of the year. We got a full schedule for Ranger Command. But yeah, it was a pretty crazy September for me. I was infected with COVID and was knocked out for about 3 weeks in September. Combine that with a lot of work stuff happening, and that's why you didn't see any episodes of the podcast in September. We took a little bit of a break, but we're almost done with October, and you're like, well, Eric, where's the episodes? So we actually have 3 coming out this week, if you can believe that. We've got our friend, our co-host, we got Zach. His friend Nate came on to the podcast where we get to talk about the latest Power Morphicon and hear Nate's perspective from a person that's new to the fandom and kind of outside of the fandom going to a fandom convention. So that's a heck of a lot of fun. Definitely stay tuned for that. Hoping, I'm not going to promise anything, but we do have 3 episodes coming out this week. But yeah, I'm fine. Teresa's fine. The baby's fine, which is the most important. So yeah, that was just a little life update. And the past few weekends I've been really focused on spending time with friends and family, and worrying less about the podcast. And it's not like the podcast isn't one of my main focuses, because it is. We're always updating the site with news. A lot of people use the site for like comic book news and stuff on their streams. So we really appreciate all the support, and we appreciate our listeners' patience. We've gone pretty regularly every other Saturday for, almost 8 years. And we've had our bit of breaks here and there, especially this year, a couple more breaks than, just because life happens. And I think life is important to live. And so the past couple weekends, I'd just rather spend time with Teresa and RJ now that we were all better out of COVID. So we've got the episode with Zach's friend Nate, and who's also part of the Seorian Chronicles, which is the D&D campaign that Zach plays with Nate and a few other people, as well as David Fielding, also known as Zordon. And then we have another episode coming out, which was edited by my friend James from Mostly Speaking Sentai. He releases a ton of podcasts for their Patreon and for their network, Marshland Media. So really appreciate James helping me edit an episode. And that episode you might already heard if you joined the Twitter live spaces for Hasbro PulseCon. So this is going to be the edited podcast version of that stream. And so things are edited down, it's cleaned up, it's actually really nice. And then we have one more episode for October, extra episode 89, which deals with Dino Fury Season 2, our review of episodes 12 through 15. So a lot packed for this weekend, but we really appreciate your support. We wanted to knock out a month's worth of episodes in a weekend. And then it's only Tuesday, so we've got this box from Hasbro, and we're going to dig right into that next. But that was all the news for Ranger Command. Thank you so much to Josh Moore for showing up, as well as Jeffrey Payne's comment, glad you're feeling better. Really appreciate it. And he also said, love when you guys share the comic solicits. I do have to get the solicits up for November for January or something. So I got to get those up. And we've got Tyler MC in the chat. So people are showing up. You love to see it. And I think we got all the news out of the way. Also upcoming in November, so not this weekend, but the weekend after, I did an interview for Charge to 100 in the comics with Ryan Parrott. So if you've loved our interviews with Ryan in the past, you guys are going to love this interview. He basically breaks down everything leading up to issue 100. He answers a bunch of listener questions and talks about issue 100, which is his last comic before he dives into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that is something to look forward to. And then we have a couple other episodes planned for November, also related to the comics. So November is kind of like comics month on Ranger Command. We're going to do a deep dive with our regular reviewers, kind of our reviewer roundtable with Power Rangers Universe, which was the mini-series. And actually this Wednesday, tomorrow, the hardcover collection for Power Rangers Universe releases. So that releases, as well as the deluxe edition hardcover book part 1 for Go-Go Power Rangers. People have been asking about it for years, and it's finally happening. Go-Go Power Rangers, how Ryan got his start. I believe it's issues 1 through 16 plus Forever Rangers and a special short story that's in the hardcover for Go-Go Power Rangers. And again, Power Rangers Universe is collected into a hardcover, and it doesn't have a short story, but it actually has a cover gallery as well as a character design gallery. So all of the Die Rangers, or the what do they call it? The Squadron Rangers. So the Squadron Rangers / Die Rangers, every character gets a full page in this hardcover collection, their complete character design. It's very cool. and it's amazing. So November is going to be our comics month, and then we're gonna have 3 more episodes in December. We're gonna interview Matt Groom for his run on Mighty Morphin. So we actually scheduled a time way in advance just because he's on the other side of the world in Australia. And then possibly an episode dealing with Ranger Stop. I know Zach is going for sure. We did get press passes for Ranger Stop, so Zach will be going to Ranger Stop. And definitely, if you see him there, give him a shout out, talk to him, say hello. We also have LeBron Fett in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. Jeffrey Payne said, can't wait. Ryan's the best and just delightful if you meet him at a con. 100%. Ryan Parrott was so gracious with his time. So we will have a Ranger Stop episode in December, kind of reviewing everything and from Zach's perspective. And then we'll continue our Dino Fury Season 2 extra episodes. We're going to review episodes 16 through 18 in the end of November, as well as Dino Fury Season 2 episodes 19 through 22 for the end of December. And that will be our last episode of the year. And we've got a lot planned for 2023, so just stick around. Ranger Command's not going anywhere. It's just been a really crazy year. So, and Raheem Young, thank you for joining the chat. He said, love you guys. Hope the family is doing well. Really appreciate that. Yeah, Teresa's doing great. RJ's doing great. So really, really happy about that. Without further ado, we are going to dive into this huge box right behind me. I think everyone's here that's meant to be here. And so we are going to do that right now. I'm going to get the unboxing cam. Nice. And you can still see my reaction. I may change that. Actually, let me switch back because this box is huge. And I don't know if I can pick up this thing. Okay, so, good Lord. When I say this is a massive box, I'm really not kidding. So, I don't even know if I can fit this all in the shot. Let me grab something for comparison. I had it right next to me. Actually, let me lay that on the... Oh, that's perfect. I can actually lay this on the armrest. So, this is the Party City... This is the Party City Dino Fury Chroma Fury Saber. Okay, so you guys know how big that is. Look at the size of this box. Goes on for like another foot off camera. You don't even see that. So you don't even see that. But actually, this box art right here, I could use this as a pointer. That's pretty cool. So this art right here was actually done, and we retweeted him today. This is Scott Johnson. He's a freelance artist that does a ton of work for Hasbro. You might have seen his artwork in Marvel Legends, for Spider-Man, and then he's done a lot of the Beast Morphers and Dino Fury art that you kind of see in this style. So this is his artwork, really big style. It's amazing. Let me see. There's some in the chat. I love the Shadow Ranger art. Is that a table mat? So I'll show it. But I actually designed this table mat, and I got it printed from a fabric table mat company. So I'll show that off. But I used my own badge vector artwork that I created, and I did everything in Photoshop. So that's my custom table mat. LeBron Fett said the box art is beautiful. It really is. So again, that's a comparison. There's a logo on the top. There's a Hasbro logo on the back. And let me see if I can do this right now. There's a hashtag Power Rangers Dino Fury because this is meant to be a promotion for Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2 Part 2 coming to Netflix. So Hasbro sent this out to a number of influencers, and this is to promote the Netflix original series Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2. So again, we really, really thank Hasbro for giving us the chance to review this. We are going to be giving away most of the contents in this box, and you can find out how to win that later on in the broadcast. So this is heavy. The shipping box said 14 pounds, and I'm definitely feeling it. This box weighs about the same as my newborn son. Well, I don't want to say newborn because he's like 4 months old right now. So this box weighs about the same, or maybe more, because this feels heavier than 14 pounds. The shipping said 14 pounds, but I'm just rambling at this point. Let's turn it to the side because this is how it's going to open. My chair armrest is actually doing a lot of the legwork right now. This cannot fit on my reviewer table, so I'll just give you guys the open impression of the box, and then we'll take things out individually and I'll do the overhead cam. So when you first open the box, it's all cardboard, but you get this amazing artwork for Power Rangers. So you have the Power Rangers logo, and I've got the cards here, so I'll read that off. So this is the Power Rangers logo, and then you've got these little icons for each of the Dino Fury Rangers Zords. So you have the Ankylosaurus, the Saber-tooth Tiger, the Triceratops, the T-Rex, and I don't see the other one. Oh no, it's over there. So all of the Dino Fury Rangers are represented except Gold. But this whole pattern, you've got the diamond pattern, which almost feels like Mighty Morphin. And yeah, so earlier in the week when we were kind of teasing that we would be getting this, we asked everyone if we should do like a huge giveaway or split up the giveaway. And the majority of the people said split up the giveaway. So there are certain items in here that go together, which we'll be giving away in separate packets. So stay tuned on social media, and we'll detail all of that on Twitter. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Ranger Command PH. So I'm going to put this down because that's pretty much the extent of the box. And then I'll start the overhead cam. So just give me 1 second. If you have any questions in the chat, please let me know. I'm actually going to put this at my feet so I can pull out these items. Okay, I must have like a 5-foot folding table here. I think this is either 4.5 feet for my work computer. So actually, I have a tape measure. What am I doing? So I've got a tape measure. I can actually say the length of this box. And you'll understand why it's so long in a minute. So this box, and that's phrasing if you want to get too technical. This box is 3 feet 8 inches. So, yeah. Okay, your Twitter is epic. Well, thank you. I mean, we try our best over at Ranger Command. First off, before we do get into the boxing, Hasbro did include a little card. So let me read that. Dear Dino Fury Ranger, it's Morphin time. On September 29th, Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2 premieres new episodes on Netflix, and Hasbro has sent you a Ranger-themed package so you can celebrate. Inspired by the series, the Mega Fury Saber... Oh, well, it kind of goes into what's in the contents, but we'll get into that. Yes. So, once again, we want to thank Hasbro for the opportunity to review this box, to kind of unbox it for everyone. And yeah, we'll be giving away some amazing Dino Fury product. And yeah, so once again, thank you, Hasbro, so much. Really appreciate them supporting the podcast this way, and also giving other people in the Power Rangers community a chance to have these products. There's a disclaimer: all of these products should be out in stores right now. I know some are hard to find, but I'm starting to see more and more of them. Actually, this past weekend, I went to Macy's, because now they have Toys R Us at Macy's, and I found one that had a Power Rangers section in it, and it did have some of these products. So it's all out there, and it should be all out there by the end of the year for Christmas. We also have Steve Martinez in the chat. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast, and we're gonna switch to the overhead cam. And I hope everyone can still hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I think you can. Okay. So, all right. So someone asked about I think that was Jeffrey Payne. So he asked about the Shadow Ranger art. So this is actually a custom. It's a custom mat, like a desktop mat, like really thick quality. I did the design work for this. So this badge is my vector artwork when I actually made the prop badges. So that is my badge artwork. It's got the correct sunbeam on the bottom. I know a lot of fan replications merge a couple of the sunbeams, so there's like this weird triangle. That's my own thing. The Shadow Ranger art is actually from Battle for the Grid artwork. So I was able to get high res of that because they offer that on their site. And then I did the custom blue flames in the background, and I've got the SPD logo in the corner. So the company I bought this from actually messed up, and they gave me two. So I do have one on my desk currently right here, and then I'm using the second one for when I do these unboxings. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to turn this way, and we will start unboxing. First up, let me make sure this flap doesn't snap back at me. All right, perfect. So first up, we have the Red Ranger Power Rangers Dino Fury toddler costume. This is large 4 to 6. So let me get my card. So this is actually from Disguise Comics. It's comics. Disguise Costumes. And if you've seen our news article, Disguise actually has a Power Rangers Snapchat filter where you can actually scan your body and it will put a costume on you from the costumes that you select, and you can actually buy through the app. So this is large for toddlers, 4 to 6. I don't know if that's the size or the age. I should know because I'm a dad. But it does have the fake muscles. It's got the great Red Ranger artwork on the side. And then you can see it's got a cloth mask. So it's got a cloth Dino Fury mask. Everything's soft. There's nothing there's no hard elements to it. But if you go to Party City, you can actually get one of these Chroma Fury sabers at Party City. They might have this Disguise costume at Party City. So definitely a great pairing for your little one. And we will actually be giving this away. We're going to be giving it away. This package includes jumpsuit with muscle, torso, and arms, attached belt, and soft character headpiece. So this is size L, 4 to 6, and it does have a size guide on the back. So that is the Dino Fury costume from Disguise. And they were giving out for Red Ranger Zato, Pink Ranger Amelia, or Blue Ranger Ollie. And then it says also check out the flyer, which includes a discount code to purchase a Power Rangers morph suit. I didn't see a code in here, but if I find one, I'll give the code away separately on Ranger Command. So this will be one giveaway. So we will actually send that to a parent. This will probably be the first giveaway that we do because Halloween is coming up. Well, I don't know if it'll ship. That'll have to be a quick one. So maybe we'll get that out in time. Maybe we won't. But that is the first piece of the box. Next up, and I gotta shift my feet over here. So this is the Dino Night Morpher. Now, I definitely have one of these. It's a very cool piece. We won't be giving this one away. Actually, Zach, this will be one of the things that Zach picked out in the box. So, Zach, this one's for you, buddy. But this is the Dino Night Morpher, where kids can power up their morphing action through motion-activated lights and sounds and battle against the Sporex beast. The Morpher is also compatible with the keys included in each Dino Fury 6-inch action figure. So that is the Dino Night Morpher. And it's got the morph music from the show. Makes it. And it's got other music from the show. How cool is this? This got like a jam. I don't think I've ever heard this one before. Oh yeah. Okay, how do we shut it off? Probably by stop playing with it. But that is the Dino Night Morpher. This also has HASBRO's plastic-free packaging. So this is an open window. It's got the cutout. Great artwork, also by Scott Johnson. Okay, it shut off. And then on the back, we've got the promo shots of how it can be activated and played with. So, like I said, we won't be giving this away. This is one that Zach will be getting. So, really cool Morpher. And then I think it finally shut off. Okay, so we're gonna put that off to the side here. Next up, this will be for a giveaway. We've got the Mosa Razor Zord, but that's not all. We also have the Terra Freeze Zord. So these two will be a package set for giveaway. And you can put your building skills to the test with the Dino Fury Zord Link Mix and Match custom build system using the Mosa Razor Zord and the Terra Freeze Zord. So these are obviously inspired from the show. Yeah, we're going to be doing a giveaway of this. I love how both Zords have their own, their own Zord humanoid formation. Very cool for playability. You can combine all of these with the rest of the Zord Link system to form the Ultra Zord. And again, this is more artwork by Scott Johnson, because I know he did a lot of the... Hold on, let me get a good shot of this. Because I know he did a lot of the... I can't get the angle on that. But he did a lot of the artwork for all of the packaging. So really cool. There is a shot of... Let me turn this around. There is a shot of one part of the Ultra Zord combined with the T-Rex Zord. So all of that custom art from Scott Johnson. And then yeah, basically, the Terror-Free Zord can combine into flight mode, Zord mode, and as well as egg mode. And the Mosa Razor Zord can turn into the Mosa Zord and the larger combination. And all of the keys work with the Dino Knight Morpher, which we showed off before. So these will be part of the giveaway. And so this will be like a secondary giveaway that we do, the second giveaway. Also, I forgot to mention, but we will also be giving away Mighty Morphin Ninja Red Ranger figures. So this is Rocky, and we will be giving this away. This is the third giveaway. So we will be giving one of these away. Rocky just wants to have fun as a ninja. So very cool. Again, stay tuned to Twitter for that. Yeah, so that is the Zordlink system, number 4 and 5. And then we're kind of saving the best for last here. But this isn't the last. This is like not even close to last. So right here, we actually have the Spiral Strike Red Ranger figure. So Dino Fury fans can roleplay as the Red Ranger Zato to power up and unlock new abilities with the Spiral Strike Red Ranger figure. So this is almost like, I don't want to say a 12-inch figure, more like a 10-inch figure. Head turns, his arms move, but he's got this feature where if you do the legs, let me lift this up so everyone can see. He kind of, well, it doesn't, here, let me bring it up to camera. What am I doing? Hold on. All right. So it locks in. There's a whole bunch of lights. His chest lights up. You can make him spin around, and he'll always lock into position in front. So this is almost like a cool Battleizer figure. It does come with the Dino Knight Morpher in scale. It comes in this little box that's housing it. And the Chroma Fury Saber. So you squeeze the legs, he can hold the sword and the Morpher at the same time while he's spinning around. And then I think this just has just lights. There's no sound on this, but there are lights. So you can see the lights. We got 2 on his shoulders and 1 in the chest. And you can really like push this and like make it spin around, but it will always lock back into position, which I think is very cool. So this is the Spiral Strike Red Ranger. Again, awesome package art from Scott Johnson. So that is that. We are giving that away, if I wasn't clear. And then we have the Dino Fury 6-inch action figures. This is the newer wave that is out. And this is Dino Master Mode Gold Ranger. Oh, I gotta switch back to my cam. This is Master Mode Gold Ranger, and this is Void King. Now, we won't be giving these 2 figures away. These are actually my part of the box, so I'm actually keeping these 2 because my area just does not have these, and I'd rather not pay scalper prices or, you know, have to have an upcharge through Entertainment Earth or something. So out of the whole box, these are the 2 that I'm actually keeping, and that completes my Dino Fury action figure collection. But really amazing quality of these figures, especially Void King with the translucent silvery body. The key is really well done. This was a key that doesn't conform to anything in the Sentai or the show, but it just looks really neat. And then, of course, you've got the Gold Ranger Ion with the Master Mode, and I believe that this cape and shield come off, and you can put that on any Dino Fury Ranger. Only him and Zato use it in the show, I believe. So you can play it out with all the other action figures, but really cool figures. I know some people have already seen these in Walmart, Target, so they are out there. They're just not in my area. So yes, LeBron, the shield does come off. I've seen other people, because there's, like, you can work it off the helmet. There's a hole in the neck that's kind of large to pull it off. But yeah, I've seen other people take the armor off and put it on the other action figures, so it does work. And then you also have the Master Saber right there, that kind of like the ultimate finisher weapon right there. So very cool stuff. It does have the sculpt with the extra Dino bits on here. Let me see if I can zoom in. So really, really awesome. Those are not part of a giveaway. I will be keeping those. But what is for a giveaway, and there's a lot in this packaging about the new Dino Knight Red Ranger. So we will be giving away the Dino Fury Dino Knight Red Ranger, as well as a henchman, because you need a villain to beat up when you're in the ultimate mode. So this whole pack is themed for season 2, and the Dino Knight Morpher and the Dino Knight Red Ranger is something that's featured heavily in the second season. It's an amazing action figure. I've got this action figure in my personal collection. It's incredible. It's a great figure. I love these Battle-Eye super modes, and it's just great. So henchmen, I must have like 5 or 6 of these. So I did army build with this figure in my personal collection. I don't need another one, and neither does AP or Zach. So we're doing these as a giveaway. So as you can see, I've been doing like giveaway, what we're taking, giveaway, that. So yeah. Again, more awesome artwork by Scott Johnson. These are really excellent figures, and because they're 6-inch, they actually scale to the Lightning collection, which is very nice. You can kind of mix and match Lightning collection with some of these basic figures, and it can still work. So really great for displays, really great for videos, like if you want to do stop motion animation or just take really cool toy photography. These are a great option. So definitely we are giving those 2 away. Look out for it. Make sure you're following Ranger Command PH on Twitter, also Ranger Command Power Hour on Facebook and Instagram. The Twitter account will be the one doing the giveaways, so make sure to follow that. And these are Zach and AP's. So Zach is getting the Black Ranger Javi, and I should have turned off my phone, which would have been the professional podcasting thing to do. And we also have the Green Ranger with the sprint sleeve, and I believe Javi has the shield sleeve. Yeah, it says Black Ranger with shield sleeve. So this is the only thing that AP wanted out of this whole box, so I'm giving her the Green Ranger Izzy. That is, I think, a fan favorite and her favorite. So Izzy, big representation with LGBTQ rights, and great to see her relationship blossom with Fern in the show. Really love to see it. Unfortunately, the only way that you can get the base figure for these 2 are in the Amazon 5-pack. You can check out our affiliate link at Amazon.com. And we always have links in our show notes, but or our link tree, our link tree has it. You can go to linktr.ee/Ranger Command PH, which also has a link to our Amazon affiliate account. And you can purchase the 5-pack that has the regular versions of black and green. That is the only way you can get the non-armored versions of green and black. But these are the boost-sleeved versions of black and green. The other armor pieces are in the cycle set. So I know the Red Ranger has the orange Fire Dimetrodon set. And then there's the Terra Freeze armor, which comes with a bike with Ollie and a figure of Lord Zed, a 6-inch version of Lord Zed. And with the Dino Knight armor, you can pretty much replicate the box art, and you can take the armor off of the both cycles. So you can have the Blue Ranger in his armor, the basic figure, and then you can have Amelia in her the one scene from the show where she actually tries on the fire armor, and then you can have Zato with his Dino Knight armor, and then you can recreate scenes from season 2, which is really awesome. So these are not for giveaway. This one's going to AP, and this one's going to Zach. But this is the best for last, and I have no idea how I'm going to ship this to someone. And I'm just going to switch because it's too big. It's too big for the unboxing cam. So we got to go full screen on this one. We have the, inspired by the series, the Mega Fury Saber. And I can compare this with, let me go hilt to hilt. I can compare this with the Party City Chroma Fury Saber, and the Mega Fury Saber is still longer. This thing is awesome. So let me actually check to see if the stream is still going. Definitely sound off in the chat, guys, because love to hear your thoughts on this and what everyone thinks of this. But we will be giving this away. So this Mega Fury Saber features color-changing LEDs, motion-activated light and sound effects, so kids, and maybe adults, can act as their favorite ranger and command the Megazord. I'm going to show off the lights. It's got a little silver Dino Fury logo here. The hilt has this nice texturing, and then the blade actually has all these little Dino Fury logo embedded into it. So this is just like the show. It's not prop size, but it's pretty close. And now you guys have to hear this because this thing is awesome. So it does like the... Now here's another thing. You can actually combine this with the Dino Knight Morpher to activate additional sounds. So this is really cool. I mean, I'm a grown-ass adult, and this thing is nice. I'm going to hold down the button. There it is. It's got the Megazord battle music from the show. And then I think you can do... blast effects. And then there's a button on the bottom, which I think that's when you combine it with the Morpher. Okay, shut up. I know there's some motion activated. But if you actually press the bottom here, I think it unleashes different sounds. So the power of lightning. Yeah, I think that's all it does. Yeah, again, this is plastic-free packaging. This is for lights and sounds for kids 5 and over. And, you know, you've got the awesome shot of the kid loving this toy. And, you know, I haven't taken out of the packaging, but I can still, like with my fat hands, I can still hold the saber, the Mega Fury saber. And, I mean, this is like a Power Rangers version of a lightsaber, essentially. The blade is hollow, so you can actually see through it. It's hollow plastic. And that way the LED lights can light up the whole blade. I know it's pretty bright in here, so you're probably not getting the full effect. But it's pretty cool. And I'm going to put this down because that is a lot of noise. Okay, so it's under my desk. Oh, and if you hit it against something, it's sound activated. So actually, let me test that. All right, I'm going to get into a sword fight. So it does have collision detection. That's pretty sweet. This thing is awesome. This is definitely in stores. I've seen this a bunch. This is also at a Macy's Toys R Us display if you can find. Okay, shut up. Stop. And then, so we'll be giving that away. I have no idea how I'm going to ship that, but I'll figure out a way. So, okay, I think it's done. So that's the unboxing. I do have one thing I want to talk about. And, you know, if you guys have any questions about the podcast, about our contest coming up or anything, now is the time to ask it. And then I will show you guys a news article that just dropped today, and we'll get everyone's opinion on that. I'll share some of my thoughts on that. But reminder, you can find this at Party City for $17 to $20 at Party City. This is cast from the prop, from the soft foam prop that they have on the show. So this is show accurate size. The handle does not move. This does not chomp. The paint is really spotty on these, but it's nothing that you can't mask off and paint yourself. I've seen several people paint this up and make it look really good. I mean, you can see there's like 2 different gold paints on here. So this is meant to be a Halloween toy, but I mean, this would look good painted up. You know, I feel awesome with this. It's just a really cool toy. Adults and children can use this, and that's really awesome. So, yeah, I will share the news item. We'll talk about that. We do have some questions. First off, Steve Martinez said, not bad. I think the best American sword is still the Mega Blade from Samurai. I still have that toy. I do have that toy. It's really cool. I like how it folds up and then you can unfold it. It's really awesome. LeBron Fett says, LOL, I'm 33 and I want it for me. Jeffrey Payne says, very reminiscent of the Lightning Power Sword, except for the price. LeBron Fett says, who's your favorite Ranger? I mean, I don't hide the fact that it's Shadow Ranger. So, I mean, come on. my computer build is named Shadow because I have the red and the blue lights. I've got the desk mat with Shadow Ranger, so I don't think it's any surprise who my favorite Ranger is. Let's let's switch. Zach said, eyes are starting to close of their own accord. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Thanks again, Eric, for the unboxing. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Zach. Sorry we couldn't get you on the stream. Just a lot of technical difficulties, and, it wouldn't be a Ranger Command without technical difficulties. So let me pull up the news item, and then I'll be able to share this on screen. Make sure everything is loaded. Give me 1 second, guys. But really appreciate everyone hanging out. This is a lot of fun. So let's go to rangercommand.com. And then I'm going to switch over and we'll talk about the latest news. So make sure I'm on desktop. Okay. So this is, let me make sure I've got my chat open. So I can have the chat on one side and then still react to this. Okay, so this just dropped today, the all-new Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin and Cobra Kai action figures. So Hasbro has unveiled all new Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures. We've got Daniel LaRusso, morphed White Crane Ranger. His daughter Samantha LaRusso, morphed Pink Mantis Ranger. And then we have the Skelly Putty. So if you're a fan of Cobra Kai, we'll get into this. Each of these figures are $27.99, and all of them will be available in April of 2023. These are available exclusively at Target. We have links to Target and as well as limited quantities available on Hasbro Pulse. So we have all of the links that you'll need. We've got Richie 923 in the chat. Definite shout out to Richie. Check out his Twitter. Check out his YouTube. The guy has an amazing collection set up, featuring not just Power Rangers, even though that's a majority of it, but all of his favorite movies from the 80s and 90s. I definitely want to get him on the show at some point. Definite Ranger Nation spotlight right there. I want to hear his story, want to hear what everything is about with his collection. So yeah, definitely follow Richie923 on YouTube and check out his Twitter. The guy seriously needs more followers because he's got some great content. He did a whole Morphin series for Power Month in August. Yeah. So you can find it at Geek Status TV on Twitter, but also check out his YouTube because there's some amazing content there. Guy just came out of nowhere, it seems, on Ranger Nation Twitter, and I really love following his stuff. So definitely check him out. But he said waiting for a Miyagi in a Zordon tube mashup. I think that might be pushing it, but we'll see. Let's check out some of these pictures. Here we have Daniel LaRusso, the White Crane, and this is about as far as we'll go. I love that this looks like him for the most part. And he's got a special crane coin. And if you notice, which someone pointed out, these are like regular hands. These are like flesh-colored hands. So maybe it's worth purchasing a set so your Ninja Rangers can have, the different hands for like the movie. Because in the movie, they didn't have gloves. So I love the photography here. They set up, the Miyagi-Do uh, mat here. Just very awesome. So that's really cool, and you can see him doing the crane moves from the show. I love the Miyagi headband detail. That's another great detail. So he's going through the whole kata. I I don't know, the kind of the more I look at these, the more I kind of want them, but I think I'll wait for a discount. But I mean, look at that detail. I think that's really sharp. I definitely think that looks like the actor. You get this great shot of the crane. So there's a reason why, they didn't sculpt these coins on the figures, and now we know because they can do stuff like this. Great shot of the Miyagi-Do karate logo on the back. I love that they're treating the ranger outfits like a fancy gi. All of the rangers have the black belt because black belts are some of the highest degree that you can get in karate. Steve Martinez once wonders if the actors of Cobra Kai know of these figures and what they think of them. That would definitely be an awesome question to ask. I think they would have to just for licensing rights, but does have blast effects. And this is him doing the swan kick against the Skeleputty, which is a definite mishmash figure. I like that you can do the bowing pose. And there's Samantha LaRusso as the pink mantis ranger. But I love the posing of these. I love the photography. They're definitely getting use out of the Ninjetti molds, which, they just did for Target. And there's a reason that these are Target exclusives, too. So the morphed white crane ranger includes alternate head, accessory scarf, alternate hands, blast effect piece, offering lots of articulation for play and display. Worlds collide when characters from Cobra Kai receive Mighty Morphin power coins. Now we got Samantha LaRusso as the morphed pink ranger. I think this is a fairly decent likeness of her. You can see the mantis with the two claws coming out. So that's really awesome. And she's also doing the different poses. You can really see the detail on the mantis here. Really good likeness, I think. Again, she has the Miyagi-Do karate logo in the back. And then we have the Ninjetti version with the helmet. I think they added these flowing pieces. I don't think that was there before. But really nice. Really nice. And yeah, are they for me? Not really. And I love Cobra Kai. Absolutely love, love, love Cobra Kai. And this is a collaboration that makes sense. Because a lot of fans and a lot of fan sites have always, said, if Power Rangers does a reboot, a lot of people cast the Cobra Kai individuals with, excuse me, they incorporate a lot of the Cobra Kai actors in their fan cast for rebooted Power Rangers. So Hasbro worked with Sony to develop these figures and to make this collaboration happen. Loretta said on the video that you can find on Target that there will be more. And they really centered this first set around mentor and student. So I think if you do Daniel LaRusso, you got to have a Johnny Lawrence. And I think with Johnny Lawrence, you have to have Miguel. And I can definitely see Johnny Lawrence as the Black Ranger because you've got the yin and the yang of Johnny Lawrence versus Daniel LaRusso. Daniel's in white, Johnny in black. I think that'd be an excellent combination. And then red because in Cobra Kai, Miguel tutors under Johnny Lawrence and has a red gi in one of the season tournaments. So, yeah, that I think that makes sense. And then there's other popular characters like Tori. I could easily see her being the Yellow Ranger. You have Robbie, who could be a green Ninjetti if they wanted to do that. Also, one more detail. So, the Pink Ranger in the Lightning Collection, the regular Pink Ranger for Season 3, has a white belt. So, all of the Cobra Kai figures have this black belt, which I think is just a nice, another little detail. And then moving on to the Skelly Putty. Let's get spooky, it's Morphin time. Worlds collide when the infamous Halloween costume is given putty power. So if you're a fan of the Karate Kid movies and Cobra Kai, you'll know that in the first Karate Kid, Johnny Lawrence dressed up in the skeleton costume, and a lot of people from Cobra Kai did. And that was kind of the crux of the movie, and how, Daniel LaRusso got beat up, and then he turned to Mr. Miyagi to help train him. So, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. So I really do love that they incorporate the stuff from the show. So basically, this is a remold or a repaint of the putty figures. We've got basically a black body putty. You can tell it's still got the pins, the hands. So nothing changed with the feet, the hands, or the head. But it's basically another alternate skin. So some really cool poses that you can do with that, with the open fist. There's a lightning effect in that kind of pearlescent white, which is also the first time this strike piece has been in this pearlescent white. I cannot talk. And then they did like the uppercut move. He's getting hit. Fist in the air kind of pose. And then you've got the Cobra Kai logo on the back. So very nice paint job, I think. Definitely out of nowhere. This was kind of out of nowhere. So this figure actually has alternate hands, 2 blast effect accessories, and lots of play. So that is that. One other reminder, tomorrow is New Comic Book Day. You can check out our site for an exclusive first look at Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 101 with a brand new creative team with writer Melissa Flores, artist Simona Di Gianfelice, and Raul Angulo, who did the colors for Mighty Morphin. And it pretty much opens with Rita getting locked in the dumpster and putting a curse on Zordon, which makes him go into the time warp. So that is out tomorrow. Go-Go Power Rangers Deluxe Edition Volume 1 hardcover is out tomorrow. The hardcover for Power Rangers Universe miniseries is out, and the second printing for, let me dive down the second printing. I thought I did a cover. Yeah, there it is. Second printing also comes out tomorrow for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 100, featuring the Red Omega Death Ranger by Dan Mora. So let me switch back to the screen, and that is your news. As a reminder, we have a few episodes of Ranger Command Power Hour to drop before this month ends. I know this weekend is Halloween, so I urge everyone to be safe. Please be safe during Halloween, especially if you're taking kids out to trick or treat. And yeah. So last call for questions. We do have a good one from Jeffrey Payne. Do we know where the time frame of 101 starts? Is it right after 100 or after the wedding? This literally takes place right after issue 100. So there's no beat to be skipped. I think the events of it, or it says, I think it's been a couple weeks since the end of 100, so everything's kind of quiet in the Rangerverse. The moon is still invisible from the whole Eltarian War, and they're kind of coming up with a plan to deal with that. So that's all I'll say on the spoiler side of the issue, but the timeline, there is no time skip. We still got Kimberly as the Pink Ranger. There is no time skip. So, and there is no wedding. So that's another thing. I think that's it. Unless anyone has any questions. All right, Raheem says top picks for Zap. Zap is the Zord Ascension project, which is basically Hasbro's high-scale Megazord series. Everything's in 1/144 scale, which is a railroad model train scale size, and also a very popular size for Gundams and other model kits. So 1/144 scale is very common in hobbies, and you can even buy buildings in that scale, like for Godzilla, like Godzilla right there, or anything like that. So they scaled it so you can buy like the scale buildings, and you can have like the Dragon Zord or the Megazord. Yeah, so my top picks, I would love to see what they would do with like the SPD Zord, the Mystic Force Zords. I'm a huge SPD and Mystic Force. Why am I doing this? SPD and SPD and Mystic Force fan. So I've got 2 detolfs with all of them. My favorite Zord of all time is the Mystic Titan Megazord from Mystic Force. I love that thing. Or Maji King, because I've got the Maji King Complete Edition, and yeah, so I would love to see any of those in Zap. I don't think we'll ever get there. My big want was the Astro Mega Ship, and they're doing that, and I have it pre-ordered. Hassan Ahmed says, just dropping in to say hi. Was watching Andor with Maheen. Still behind, but slowly catching up. Well, thank you for tuning in. I will say that I've bought a lot of stuff with your creator code in Fortnite recently, so hope you're doing well, Hassan. Thanks for tuning in. Richie923 says, what would a Power Rangers HasLab would you back with zero hesitation? A Command Center playset. In scale with the Lightning Collection. Full-on Zordon and Alpha 5. I know there's that Walmart exclusive 2-pack. redo that sucker, either make the power chamber or the command center. I would love to see a full-scale playset. Let me reenact those scenes from Shattered Grid with the action figures. I would back that with zero hesitation. I would also back if they did some kind of Ultra Zord combination Zap, or I don't know what else. Like maybe like a Terra Venture, just a big like model Terra Venture, which would be insane. Um, yeah, Dark Spectre, that's another great one. They're building him up in the comics for the past couple years, so um, I would love to see like a Galactus size Dark Spectre. I think that would be amazing. I would back that without hesitation. I would love to see Power Rangers do something with HasLab, but I just have a feeling that there might not be enough people to support it. And it would have to be something that isn't obscure. It'd have to be something that's kind of popular. Because I know a lot of people complain about Mighty Morphin always being the focus, and let's get to other figures in the Lightning collection. And I get it, the the Street Fighter collab that they've done with Crimson Hawk, and so Ryu and Chun Li, and then announced at PulseCon Ken and oh shoot, I'm blanking. And Cammy. So I know a lot of people weren't thrilled with the second with Ken and Cammy, but if you looked at that Hasbro Pulse trick where you inspect the page and you can find the inventory, those Street Fighter figures were outselling the wave of the Power Rangers that they did. So say what you will about these collabs, like for Street Fighter or for Cobra Kai, but it gets people interested in the brand. It gets people who know of the brand or maybe are just casual viewers who might like Cobra Kai to pick these up. And Hasbro is still a business at the end of the day. They would like to make some money. So I think collaborations like this help keep the line going. And it helps give us fans what we truly want, which is, completing teams and getting more unique Rangers in the Lightning collection. So, yeah, and LeBron makes a good point. He says MMPR pays for the other figures I want, like Zoe. Yeah, I don't think you would get a Zoe from Beast Morphers without some of these collabs and without some of the things that they're doing on the side. Because look how long it took for us to get Zoe. Because Beast Morphers Red and Blue were like, Beast Morphers Red was in the first wave of Lightning Collection, and I believe Blue Beast Morphers was in the second wave. And now here we are 12 waves later, and we're finally getting Zoe to complete or semi-complete that team. I would love a Steel Ranger figure. Give us the head of the actor who was in the last episode. So I'd love to really complete Beast Morphers team. And now they're moving on to the next season for Dino Fury, and we're getting Dino Charge with Coda. And it's so good to have a Coda action figure as well. I would love them to do a Purple Ranger 2-pack for Dino Charge, featuring both the male and female versions like we saw in the show. I think that'd be awesome. I would love to see a Kendall action figure. So yeah, I think we're rambling a bit. Keep a lookout for the giveaways that we'll be doing this week for Ranger Command. The giveaways that we just talked about in this stream. Really, really appreciate everyone watching tonight. This was a lot of fun. We may throw some of this discussion into a future episode just because I talked about this news. So, yeah. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We got Jeffrey Payne, Steve Martinez, LeBron Fett, Logan Lambert, Richie923, Hassan Ahmed. We had Zach in here earlier. We had, I know we had my friend Josh in here. We got Josh Perry. We had two Joshes, Josh Perry, Josh Moore, Kentucky Jam. We had Tyler MC in here, Raheem Young, can't forget him. Yes, and Jacob P, Cubbies Fan 13 here on YouTube. So again, really appreciate everyone. Hope you guys have an awesome week, rest of your week, and an awesome weekend. Once again, a huge shout out to Hasbro for providing this free review box. This is hashtag free product, and really appreciate Hasbro for taking the time to send that for us. And we are doing a giveaway for most of this box. So, like I said, stay tuned on Twitter at Ranger Command PH. Excuse me. Give us a follow, give us a like, and we'll get that going. So, hope everyone has a good rest of the week and a good rest of the night, and I'll see you later. So, bye everyone. See ya.